Hi, this is Jello, your gaming best friend, and for today we're going to talk about the game Monster Rancher 2. Okay, so it's a game released by Tecmo for the PlayStation 1, and just to share to you guys, I played this game for about 6 months. Yup, 6 months during this pandemic and lockdown. That is the game I played along with the other games I played, and I know I'm using a very different setup today. So if you like it or don't like it, just let me know by leaving a comment. But that's it for later. For today, let's talk about the game Monster Rancher. Okay? Alright, so let's start with this. Okay, so when you start the game, of course, you're going to select new game and then the game starts. So when you start the game, it will show you a little bit of cinematics, and then you start off right away by you wanting to be a monster breeder. And if you want to be a monster breeder, it is required for you to have an assistant. And that is when the game would introduce you to Colt. So Colt will be your guide and then your narrator through the course of the game. And if you're going to be asking me if you could change Colt, no, by default it is only her. And so you would be working with her, or yeah, working with her to make your monsters better through the rest of the game. Okay, so the game doesn't really have a strong storyline. Actually, it doesn't have any. It's a free flowing game, so if you wanted to play this game for quite some time, you can do that. If you wanted to be quick and be objective, you can do that as well. But for me, I play a lot of games. I wish that at least they put an objective, like you wanted to be here or you want to be on the highest rank. At least I wish that they would put some storyline or at least a goal or an end to the game. But it was enjoyable. At least you could play it for a long period of time. Okay, now while playing the game, you would notice that the game has quite a cute soundtrack. Like if you're on the town, if you're trying to breed your monster on the ranch, and sometimes I find the music during drills and Entrade quite cute. So while the animation for the training for the drill and the Entrade is happening, I always wiggle my head like this because I'm enjoying the soundtrack, and it's real cute. Okay, I don't know how to explain it, but it's cute. Alright, so even though how much I like the peaceful themes and BGM, during battle I find the music quite weak. I hope that they would replace it with more, pump driving music, like most fighting does. Because, I mean, that's fighting, it should be pump driven. Like, well, it's not really bad, but I wish it could have been better. Yeah. Okay, now talking about the graphics, okay, I'm gonna be speaking in behalf and in comparison to the first one, because again, if you're going to talk about the graphics of Monster Rancher 2 and then compare it with games today, we would be like scaling two different things, and that would be unfair. So let's talk about its improvement from the first Monster Rancher. And just to let you know, guys, I'm so happy that the graphics improve so much. Okay, so because in Monster Rancher 1, whenever you try to do something, it's like changing, or it's letting you see a cartoon monster doing something, like if you order him to train or to get something. It's cute, but it's it's cartoons. It's like I'm playing a Tamagotchi in the PlayStation 1. I don't know if you know what Tamagotchi is, but it's a very cute toy where you breed something. Okay, so here in Monster Rancher 2, everything is 3D. So from training to staying the ranch or in Entrade or whatever you do, everything is 3D. Everything is rendered full 3D. Because before, the background is drawing, and then during battles, some dinosaurs, some monsters looks like they're kids. I know they're babies, but I don't know. It just doesn't look like too cute. Well, I mean, I think they're trying to make it cute, but it's not. Okay. Well, here in Monster Rancher 2, I'm very happy that they matured and they really look like monsters. The cute monsters will look cute. The strong monsters look like they could eat you alive, and that's something very good. Okay, now let's talk about the thing that made Monster Rancher 2 different from the rest of the games. It's gameplay. Okay, so well, I don't know who or what or where or who compared it to, but a lot of gamers seem to compare it to Pokemon. Now, Pokemon is a traditional RPG that lets you collect Pokemons or monsters. Digimon, or sorry, Monster Rancher, on the other hand, isn't like that. It's more of a pet simulation game, which means that your responsibility here is really just managing one or two monsters, and then you really have to define how you should train that. So you give him food, you teach him to do things, you make it stronger. So it's really just a pet simulation game. Your job here is to take care of your pet. Now, comparing it to the first one, Monster Rancher 2 is a little bit more demanding and challenging because some things here must be observed in order for you to understand it. Because in Monster Rancher 1, you just have to read, and then most of the things that can make your monster stronger can be bought at the store. Not to mention that it's actually easier to gain money there. Here, it's a bit more difficult. And so that means that it's more of a challenge than it was before. But nevertheless, it was a very good game. I find it more interesting to play the second one than the first one. Although, first one's really easier than the second one. Okay, so after all has been said and done, okay, Monster Rancher is actually a cute and good game. So this is a game that I would like to recommend to my fellow gamers if you're number one, if you are, or should I say, if you love long games, because Monster Rancher 2 and the first one doesn't actually have a storyline, an end, or end goal. So if you want to play this for a year, 3 months, 6 months, it's really up to you. Okay. Number two is if you love pet simulation game, like it's really not humans trying, you're not trying to teach or grow a baby to a big man. It's more of you taking care of your monster in order to make it stronger and bigger. And number three, if you are someone who loves to play relaxing game. I know it's not always relaxing because you have to battle at a tournament, but most of the time here at Monster Rancher is you're trying to take care of your monster. So it's actually quite a relaxing game if you're going to think about it, okay? So again, that is all that I'm going to share about the game Monster Rancher. If you wanted to ask me something, just leave a comment and I'll let you know. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you like my video about the game Monster Rancher 2. Once again, this is Jello. Have a great day.